Hi, everybody. How are you? This is Timmy Talks for 30 minutes. I want to thank you for tuning in. So go ahead on and click that like button and subscribe button down at the bottom and get notified when I have new episodes. Well, 50 days until the election. 50 days. The polls are tightening as we thought they would. Trump is getting more and more unhinged, like we thought he would. I have a new microphone. I am trying out my podcast chops. So this is a podcast version of the Timmy Talks for 30 minutes. I hope you like it. It's a little awkward. I'm still working out the mechanics of all this. I'm using StreamYard. It is a new streaming live service that you can use on YouTube. And someday I'll get up the cojones to do a live stream on YouTube. But until then, this is just practice. So where do we begin? Well, TikTok was purchased by Oracle. And if anyone knows Oracle, that is Larry Ellison. And he is a Trump person. I know he gives to both sides, but for right now, he's a Trump person. He has a famous lesbian daughter, I think. Don't quote me. Oh, wait, that's Nancy Pelosi with the lesbian daughter. I know Larry Ellison has a daughter who produces movies. Anyway, I digress. Anyway, he has purchased, he hasn't actually purchased TikTok. He has purchased the rights to the iCloud portion of TikTok in America. And apparently that was the big deal. That's why they wanted TikTok to be sold in the first place, because they were worried about everyone's personal information being sold or used by the Chinese government. And since TikTok is owned by ByteDance, they are a Chinese company. They have been telling this administration that they do not store the 100 million users' personal information in China. It's being stored on servers here in America. So I don't know what to tell you. Trump is a moron. We all know this. We all know why he's all up TikTok's ass in the first place, because TikTok has thwarted their campaign. Anywho, Microsoft was in the running, but it turns out Microsoft wanted to control the algorithms. And TikTok was not trying to give that power to them. So they went with the second choice, which was Oracle, Larry Ellison. Apparently, he's got some kind of new digital platform that's coming out. So I don't know what's going on. I am doing a live stream today with some other creators from TikTok. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see what that means for everybody. I really don't know. I'm trying to set up a little studio there. Yeah, no oxygen. My Timmies know what that means. Anyway, I don't know if you follow on TikTok or you follow me on TikTok or not, but most of you do, because that's how you found me here on my YouTube channel. And thank you. I appreciate that. I am also on Instagram. You can follow me there. That was always my backup, just in case TikTok decided not to be here anymore. And now it apparently has been saved. We do not know if they're going to fuck with the platform. We do not know what's going to happen to the creator fund. We do not know anything, as the deal is still being worked out. But Larry Ellison and Oracle does not own the entire app itself. They only own the US portion. Apparently the iCloud portion, whatever that means. I don't know. Nobody does. But it would stand to reason, if anything happens to TikTok, its platform, it's how it's run, to favor Donald Trump, then we know why it was purchased by Larry Ellison. Yeah, I said it. So, moving on. Let's see what else happened today. Michael Bloomberg has injected $100 million into the ad campaign in Florida because it is neck and neck there. And for the life of me, I do not know why, because after the news came out that Trump has known from all along how deadly this virus was and that it could kill people, you would think that they would be running from this guy in a mass exodus, but no. No. It's a cult of personality. These people, I can't explain it to you. It's, I don't know. I really, I know this much. You can't save the people who don't want to be saved. They've been warned and warned and warned. They still show up to these rallies with no masks, even after being told he knew how deadly the virus could get and is getting. They still will follow this man and drink whatever Kool-Aid he's poured into their cups. They're unreachable. They're unreachable. And I have stopped trying. I still wake up every day with a small glimmer of hope that we are going to peel off some of these people. They're going to see reason. If they do see reason, or they're going to see reason, they're not telling us right now. And it's probably going to happen in the reverse. The people who were afraid to say they were going to vote for Hillary Clinton decided to vote for Donald Trump in the voting booth. So my fear and not my fear, but my hope is that the Trump supporters will do the same for Joe Biden and not tell anyone, because they're not any poorer. Their situations aren't any better. And they know he lied to them. Among other lies. But this lie is a biggie because people are dead. They didn't have to be dead, but they are. And that's too bad. It's too bad. I don't know what to tell you. I'd like to think that everyone is registered to vote. I hope that you are, because if you're not by now, then you better not tell me, because I'm going to be mad at you. I don't know why you're not registered to vote. I know I'm speaking to somebody that isn't registered. So anyone in the sound of my voice who hasn't registered, go to my TikTok account, go to my Instagram account, click on my link tree, click on Talk to Vote, and get it done. It only takes 2 minutes. It's not that hard. I don't know what it is with Americans where we have to force you to do anything that's going to benefit you. Now, I'm not telling you who to vote for, but at least be registered to vote. Personally, I think it should be mandatory that everyone has to vote that is eligible to vote, like they do in Australia, or you'll get a fine in the mail. And if that would be the case, Republicans would never see office ever again, because the country doesn't look like them. Now, we may have more conservative people here in this country than is letting on, sure, because I know some conservative Democrats, but they are liberal in other ways. So, I mean, aren't we all on a sliding scale a little bit conservative when it comes to money? You know? And socially liberal? No one wants to see anybody suffer, I wouldn't think, not me. But, when it comes to your average Trump supporter, they literally want to burn down your village when you disagree with them. That is the situation and atmosphere that Trump has created. And we all know him. We all have him in our family. We all know friends or ex-friends that carry on this way. And it's a sad shame. It's a sad, sad shame. Um, I don't know what to tell you. I have friends that I no longer want to be friends with because if this is who you always was, I don't need you in my life anymore. Because you can't cherry pick the things you like about Trump and leaving out the bad things. That's just not how it works. If you co-sign him putting kids in cages, or yeah, you're co-signing that action. You can't say, well, I didn't like when he did that, but I like when he does this. No, that's not how it works. You like one thing, you like all of the things. And that's how it works. So you cherry picking your righteous indignation isn't going to work. So I don't know how many friends or family members are still letting you get away with that, but it's on you. It's totally on you. The mail. Louis DeJoy. Where do we begin? Didn't I tell you all he was a fucking thief? There is $53 million overpaid to him that was buried in paperwork that he probably thought was never going to see the light of day. For all we know, that money was put in his pocket, and he was paid that by the Trump administration to fuck up the mail so he could win again. Any way you look at it, Louis DeJoy has done some criminal activity with his campaign finance donations, making his employees donate and then him paying them back in bonus. That is illegal. Louis DeJoy is what I always thought he was, a fucking criminal. And every person Donald Trump has in his orbit are the same because like minds think alike. Just look at the track record. Look at everyone indicted, everybody in jail, and the list just keeps piling on that we know about. He has another aide who's misappropriated $3.5 million. This is our money, people. This money belongs to us. So since we don't know the full extent of the thievery, because he's fired all the inspectors general who are supposed to be the check on all this stuff. They're all gone. Yep. Every major cabinet member has an inspector general watching the shit they do. And I believe there's maybe 2 left out of 7. They're just gone. Just gone. The Republicans have decided to basically close their eyes to anything that they see happening in the Trump administration. And to me, that makes you complicit. And I hope you all remember that when you're in the voting booth. Because these fuckers need to pay. They need to pay. That's all it is to it. They have essentially raped America for 4 years and was able to do it because they all co-sign each other. You know, none of them have any spines, no backbone, no balls for sure. And the women that are complicit, they're just, I can't even imagine what the fuck is even happening. McSally, Collins, Ernst, you bitches have lost your jobs. I am sorry, but you have. If you haven't lost your jobs, I don't know what the fuck's going on in your state. I cannot imagine that the constituents of these states have drank the Kool-Aid that bad to want to keep bad Congress people in office. They only have themselves to blame. Now, it turns out Mitch McConnell may win again, sure, but his race is harder than he thought it was. And Lindsey Graham may probably win his race, but his opponent is giving him a run for his money. And since they threw him under the bus with the Bob Woodward tapes, hopefully this has given his opponent a leg up. Hopefully he seized on that and made an ad from that Fox News Tucker Carlson video. Tim Scott. You listening? I hope you are. Because if any of you all were smart, you should have reached out to these creators and all these social media platforms so they can reach out to their many, 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 many followers and get you some free ad time. But you all did not do that, you know. And they want to say that Biden is running a campaign from his basement. As well, he should. It's a fucking pandemic going on. Trump has got people at rallies indoors. And they know that the pandemic is deadly because they heard the audio of the president saying that it was. So I guess it's do as I do and not as I say. Your average Trump supporter is a lost cause, and I have decided that they get what they get. That includes family, that includes friends who are co-signing Trump. You and me at the cookout will not be having a conversation. Do not come, just do not come over and ask me how the baked beans are, because you might just get them thrown in your face. Okay. It's not that kind of barbecue anymore. In fact, they should have told me you was at the barbecue because I would not have come. That's how that is. Yes, I said it. That is how that is. What else we got going on? So much in the news. What else? I've drawn a blank. But not to worry. I'll just ramble on about something else. So, how's everybody doing? I hope everyone is making the best of their time and staying safe mostly, because not on top of a horrible president that, I mean, most depression is at an all-time high. I probably have a little bit of depression myself. Yeah, I mean, everybody got little crazy pills in their medicine cabinet. I know I got me some. So, I don't know what else to tell you about that. You just gotta find that thing that makes you happy and continue to do it with the mask on. Hopefully you found a place at home that you've made your own, because when we are in the house and all of us are around and the kids are doing the homeschooling on the computer, you still need your own little spot. Moms, if this means going into the bedroom and closing the door for 20 minutes or however long you can get, do that. Go to Amazon, get you a little box fridge. Keep that fridge in your bedroom or in this room that you need to escape, and keep your cold drinks in there. That way you ain't got to leave. Preferably this room will have access to a lavatory. That way you don't even have to go from one room to the next, because the idea is that you stay out of sight for at least 20 minutes. I mean, you can water the plants. You can sit out on the lanai, as the Golden Girls would say, or out on the back patio or in the yard, and just tell the kids, 20 minutes. I need it. I need it. Or if you have a spouse that works from home, let him or her handle that while you take your 20 minutes. And if you can squeeze 20 minutes, you can certainly squeeze 30. 30 is better. So there's that. Yes, I've had a brain fart, but I'm back. Let's go one more. Let's refrain back to the post office. They've been sending out these postcards to everyone in America that has an address that's of legal voting age. And on this postcard are 4 or 5 misleading things to do with your ballot, because each state has different voting rules. Okay? The federal government, I repeat, the federal government has nothing to do with how each state runs its elections. Nothing. They can't send National Guard to the polling places. There's already should be a police presence there anyway, just because there just should be. Police are not allowed to interfere with registration, getting in line to actually vote, because that is called voter intimidation. Okay? So I say this, and I mean it full-throatedly. Do not listen to anything this president says. Watch what he does. Watch what he does. Okay? Now, this little card you're getting in the mail, it is suggesting that you mail your ballot back one day too late. But I don't think the Trump administration realizes if your ballot is postmarked before November the 3rd, your vote will get counted. Now, if it's postmarked November the 4th, obviously elections are over and that vote will not be counted. Any way you look at it, it is designed to create confusion and to get you to mail your ballot in a timely manner where it's going to be too late. So just throw it in the trash. Now, if you haven't gotten it yet, throw it in the trash when you see it. First of all, why are you wasting our money giving us a postcard to tell us that you fucked the mail up? Because that's basically what's going on. We already know you fucked the mail up. Now, you stop doing what you're doing, but it's already too late. The gig is already up. The mail is already screwed. You removed sorting machines in major markets. You've trashed them. In fact, we saw videos of people just dumping mail in abandoned parking lots. That's people's medicine, people's social security checks, things they need. There's still the mail. I don't even understand it. I really just don't even understand it. I know Democratic states have put out extra drop boxes for your ballots. Put them in there. That way you bypass the post office altogether. Now, do what you want. Do what you want. But wouldn't you rather have the satisfaction of knowing that your ballot has counted? Because if you put it in the mail, you might not have that certainty. Now, you can sign up for the text messaging, because once they get your ballot at the post office, they'll scan it and you'll get a text message on your phone. You go to vote.org, click on your state, put in your phone number, and sign up for that. That is another fail-safe to let you know that your ballot has gotten to where it was going. But even that's not guaranteed. Okay? So I'm just here to talk to you. You can do whatever you want to do. But if you haven't received your ballot by now, please do not put it in the mail when you do get it, because it's not going to make it to where it's going. And if you do, you just better hope you have one of those post offices that aren't too affected by the whole sorting machine mess, because you'll never know if your ballot got counted if you don't sign up for these extra measures. Or go online, because Google is free. Keep trying to tell y'all this. Google is free. Go online, find out where your voter electors are that count the ballots. They're right in your hometown. You just need to find out where. Take it there yourself. They can check your name off. Now, remember, you can't grab a whole bunch of ballots up because you go in there and you think you can take everybody in the family's vote. It doesn't work like that. Each person has to turn in their own envelope because they have to be checked off with identification. Now, that is some Republican shit. They tried that. They got caught. That's not how it works. You don't go to people's houses and pick up their ballots for them and say you're going to drop it off. This fool was changing how they voted. Don't work like that. So, and your president wants to say that voting by mail is fraudulent. Well, any cases of fraud have been on the Republican side. It's been proven time and time again. You don't believe me? Click on the Google machine and find out. You can find out anything on Google. Anything. From what I understand, there's a documentary about Google, and it's called The Social Dilemma. It's on Netflix. Documentary. You should check it out if you haven't. It will open your eyes about your privacy settings. But there's a sacrifice. If you turn off your privacy settings, you're going to physically have to work harder on Google to find what you need. If you click your privacy settings on and let them do all that fill in the blanks and find the thing nearest to me. That is what your privacy settings does. It tells Google you're giving them permission to do all that work for you. But in the return, they have all your information. They know all your search history. They know all your shopping habits. If you ever noticed you got ads and shit sent to you when you're shopping, you go, wait a minute, I was looking at that yesterday. Why is that here now? Ta-da! Google search. They have more control over our lives than we think that they do. And depending on if you think that's a good thing or not, depending on what you're searching for, you dirty dogs in here. I don't know what to tell you. But anyway, this is my first podcast / broadcast. I mean, I'm being videotaped and it feels like a podcast to me. I'm talking to you on my new microphone and I like it. I hope I sound good. I guess I'll find out in the edit. But if it's great, I'll do this all the time. And you'll be surprised to know when I do my lives on TikTok, I told my followers that I am having a coffee mug debacle, but I fixed it. I found a new distributor, and the banner should be down across the screen now. You can go there and order your coffee mugs. There's also a t-shirt. I'm adding more merchandise as I design it, but it's abonfire.com/Lord Timotheus. Just go there and shop to your heart's content. They'll ship it right to you. That's really all I got to say about that. I wasn't going to do a whole lot of merch, but I wanted to do the coffee mugs because I do a coffee live every other morning, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on TikTok. And hopefully it'll spread to all platforms. Now that I found StreamYard, maybe that's what I'll start doing. But we'll see how that goes. Anyway, I still do my social justice work online. I still do the TimmyNationInc.org. That's the website that exposes racism and bad policing. I've noticed that there's been a drop in emails reporting racism because that means it's working. It's less work for me to do, but it means it's working because these Karens and Kyles realize that they're losing their job behind being openly racist, and you're not going to prosper because we're not going to let you. So I want to thank all of you for sending me the racist stuff online because, listen, we make sure that they know we see them and that it's not right. But if you have any more and you want to send it to me, you can send it to Timmy Nation Inc. I'm sorry, that's wrong. Scratch that. That's Timmy Nation 01 at gmail.com. Timmy Nation is TIMMINATION 01 at gmail.com. Now, I know I get a lot of duplicates, but if it is a duplicate, I will not respond to you. But if it is new, I will let you know when it'll be up on the website. So don't think that I'm ignoring you. And it's just, I get a lot of duplicate stuff because obviously when something's bad, everyone knows about it. So they want to make sure I see it. So still send it to me anyway. It is rolling up on my time, guys. And I want to thank StreamYard for the new platform. Once again, please visit bonfire.com/Lord Timotheus for new merch and coffee mugs if you guys want to order for my lives on TikTok. Please follow me on all social media outlets, and please, please, please remember to click subscribe and get notifications when I have new episodes. I want to thank you all very much for listening to my podcast / blog today. I don't know if Timmy Talks for 30 minutes is going to stick around, but we're just kicking this stuff around. Who knows? I'm just Timmy talking. So basically the Timmy Talks will stay. All right, guys, I love you and peace out.